Did you get all of them?
I don't think it's everybody.
That's crazy.
I don't think we called for a game.
We did. I just made a comment about it last season. You got a screen? Yeah, you know how to find it.
Not too much work.
I'm sending the invite. I'm sending the invite right now. What happened? All right, it should be coming to your screen any second now. Coming. It's coming. Just want to take a little longer than the rest of them to send the screen. I don't know why. Who? Baby girl was skipping? Mm-hmm. Man, you jumping in the game or what? What? Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be registered now. Now, they park up and shit now. Keep all my cleared up work. Yeah, it's taking way too long.
All right, Lion. Talk to you after the game, though. Only if I win. Bye. All right, put mine in the mic and let him get it.
This is
Thank you.
Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the USF Bulls and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Bulls will kick off first, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the run, wants to pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. And went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Driven back.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, it's Parks. Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. Turns up, it's Parks. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. Let's talk for a second here about USF. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot into the secondary. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Drives inside. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Wants to throw one first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control?
Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
He wants to throw it again. Out wide right, it's Mooney. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Snapped on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Isaac. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Left side is Parks. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Right side, it's Isaac. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Hauls it in. Oh, he got loose. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines. As he starts to roll to the right, he creates a little bit of space, and they just dump it off. It's a nice job by the QB buying some time.
Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm, and they're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see...
Going to take a shot, and this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Isaac. He's past the sticks. Finding some room. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Running inside. It's Danzy. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Back to pass on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes a deep grab. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a
Come on, man. How the hell you get that up?
They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way
How the fuck
than
did you get
converting
that
on
up?
third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Hauls it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Quick give. It's Williams. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Colorado taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Buffaloes looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC.
This USF offense will open this drive right here. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. The give is to Williams. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He wants to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Follows his blocks. It's Parks. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground. He's got it again. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the move. Taken down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Sets his feet. It's Croman Hope. Out wide left, it's Isaac. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his...
Wide open spaces. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Could be an alley. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bulls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's changing the play. Drops back on first down. Complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Hits inside. It's Coleman Williams. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Turns it upfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. The Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And there he goes. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Harvin. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Into the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Quick catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Stepping to the right. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. From the gun, it's Isaac. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And a short run there, and that'll end it.